Indian football is back in the headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. Yes, we are finally talking about new contenders for the vacant head coach position, but more so, we're talking about rejecting a World Cup winner, a Barcelona legend, and a visionary manager, and turning what was already chaotic into a bit of a joke that everyone is having a laugh at the expense of. Now, after Manolo Marquez walked away, the All India Football Federation, the AIFF, finally decided to get serious. Serious in the way they can, by posting the job online like a corporate listing and waiting for the emails to come pouring in. One email reportedly was from none other than Xavi Hernandez, World Cup winner, Barcelona legend and tactical genius.
It's correct that Xavi's name was there. The application was emailed to the AIFF.
Shocking? Not entirely. Xavi has previously spoken about his interest in Asian football. With so many Spanish coaches already in the ISL, the interest made sense. So Xavi coming to India? No, because the AIFF reportedly said it was going to be too expensive. Think about it. You get an opportunity, an elite football brain showing interest here, and instead of seeing it as a game-changing opportunity, you back out before the conversation can even take place. Xavi isn't a player. He was part of the era that defined football. He and Iniesta didn't just dribble. They moved like it was chess, strategists on the field, thinkers of the game. Yes, India isn't a global powerhouse, but if you ever had a shot at elevating the structure of the sport, this was it. Instead, what followed was a social media meltdown with fans slamming AIFF, memes mocking the system, because sometimes it feels like the federation just doesn't get it. So with Xavi out, who's left then? The AIFF says it received around 170 applications and they've shortlisted 20, evenly split between Indians and foreigners, and now we're down to 3 top contenders. Khalid Jamil, who is the current manager of Jamshedpur FC, Stefan Constantine, who recently managed Pakistan in March 2025 during a game, and Stefan Tarkovic, who was Kyrgyzstan's national team coach until 2024. And of all the names, the front runner for the role is Khalid Jamil. And it isn't just his Indian pedigree, but the work that he's done in the domestic structure that gives him that bit of an edge. But let's break them all down for you. Now, Jamil knows the Indian football structure and everything inside out. He's lived it. In 2017, he scripted one of the biggest underdog stories, taking Aizawl FC to an I-League title. He's, of course, he later on proved his mettle in the ISL too. His understanding of the domestic scene and, of course, the player's psyche makes him a very strong favourite here. Next up, of course, is Stefan Constantine. He's an experienced hand in this field, the man who's seen Indian football's worst and brought it up to the best. Under his guidance, India made genuine strides on the global stage, making a lot of improvements during his phase between 2015 and 2018. And if there's one man who knows the system inside out, it's Stefan. And rounding it up is Stefan Tarkovic, who brings international gravitas to this particular shortlist. His experience with emerging football nations make him a bit of a wild card here, someone who could reinvent the way India approaches matches. He's a respected figure in Slovakia, a team that just took England to the brink at the Euros. So finally, it looks like the AIFF just might be getting one thing right, looking for the right sort of fit here, because Indian football needs a coach who's invested, understands the local football culture and doesn't treat the job like it's a side hustle. No dual roles, no distractions. That's why Khalid Jamil seems to be leading the race. And with the right leader, the country could finally build a proper footballing foundation, one that lasts beyond just a few qualifiers. Because this isn't just about one tournament, it's about giving Indian football a new identity, shaping it into becoming something bigger, more solid. So the big question is, will the AIFF finally make the right call, or will another opportunity be lost in translation?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaiju.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.